When a German tells you es tut mir leid, be rest assured there's nothing he can do about it. Hi there, it's so good to have you here again. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Just for the record, my name is Kelechi. This channel is basically encompassing my lifestyle and my experiences as a foreign student here in Germany and my travel experiences as well. So if you would like to see more of that, then you want to hang around longer. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate. So from the topic of the video, we already know what today's video is all about. It has to do with my experiences so far in the course of the 2 years and a few months that I've been here in Germany. So for the purpose of this particular video, I'll just be sharing 10 of them. There are a lot of them, but for the sake of this video, I'll be sharing just 10 of these experiences. So if you want to know more about them, then keep watching. So the first thing that struck me is that the Germans are very punctual people, okay? I got my first blow of their punctuality in Nigeria when I had to go for my visa interview. I had 2 interviews, by the way. The first one was to submit a document that I needed for my blocked account, while the second one was for the visa proper. So when I went for the first interview, it was for 8:30. Lagos will embarrass you. I was there by 8:35 and the man literally bounced me. I begged and begged and begged and begged before I was taken in. I think I was taken in because that particular interview wasn't so serious. It wasn't an interview. It was just an appointment to go drop a document. So that was the reason why I was pardoned. Moreover, I saw some other person there. He had an interview that morning for 7 a.m. You can imagine he was there for an hour plus begging this person, and the man didn't let him enter because according to him, he was there just 15 minutes late. I said just because to us, it's just. So there's literally no African time for Germans. When they give you an appointment, you want to stick to it. You don't want to keep your German waiting. Trust me. So that was my first blow of their punctuality. And coming to their country, I realized that when you have an appointment with them, you want to show up at that point in time. You don't want to keep them waiting, okay? So just in case you find yourself in Germany tomorrow, you want to bear that in mind. The second one I noticed is that cars are not washed in people's compounds, right? Unlike in Nigeria, we wash our cars in our compounds and stuff. There are designated spots for people to come wash their cars, okay? So, first off, the water in Germany is drinkable. So imagine you're washing your car and for some reason it gets into the wrong pipe somehow and then it's contaminated and you can imagine what happens thereafter. That's the reason I figured why they don't wash their cars in their homes. If you're caught, you could be penalized for that. So the third one, this one gives me joy, as in it makes me so happy. Now, if you're a Catholic, you would know that back home, we celebrate our masses for nothing less than an hour and 30 minutes, right? If you are lucky, an hour 30 minutes. If you are, more than an hour 30 minutes, but it's usually never really less than an hour 30 minutes. I'm talking about Sunday masses, okay? So here in Germany, masses last nothing more than an hour. That's the longest you can have if for some reason there is an occasion in the church. But if it's just a normal Sunday in ordinary time, best believe after 30 minutes, top 45 minutes, you are going home. Hallelujah. He's encouraged me to go to mass often before the coronavirus struck anyway. The fourth one is what we call Ruhezeit, quiet time in Germany. And that's usually between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning. You don't want to disturb your neighbors, okay? You don't want to play any loud music or, put your blender on or bore holes in the wall. I remember when I was helping a friend move out of her apartment, all right? So we're trying to put things in order. We didn't check the time, and you know how summertime can be. It gets really bright even up until 10 p.m. So we're busy boring holes. We weren't checking the time. At exactly 3 minutes past 10, this neighbor knocked on the door and was like, this isn't the best way to welcome her. She knows that. But could we stop what we were doing? That was already past 10. You could tell how embarrassing it was. So we apologized and definitely stopped what we were doing. So Noise is a no-no for Germans between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. And if for some reason, though, you need to have a party at home, then the least you can do is tell your neighbor so that way they are aware, and try not to make one hell of a noise. Otherwise, they could call the police on you. Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
The fifth one, you don't say happy birthday in advance in Germany. You know how we do in Nigeria, happy birthday Inadi. There's no Inadi in Germany. It's seen as a sign of bad luck. Because I remember this one time we're having our Zoom class. And so the lecturer said, oh, it's my birthday on Thursday, but we're not going to be having any classes that day. And see me now, I was like, oh, happy birthday in advance. And she was like, no, you don't say that. I was like, yes, you don't do that. It's seen as a sign of bad luck. It brings bad omen. So you don't do happy birthday in advance in Germany. You only say on the birthday, you wish them a happy birthday. And when it's passed, of course, you can say happy birthday in arrears, okay? So that's how it works over here. The sixth one is that Germans are very blunt and honest people. When a German tells you, excuse me, lied, be rest assured there's nothing he can do about it. You know, unlike in Nigeria, when someone says, I'm sorry, I really can't help you, when you beg them for that, they can actually do something. In Germany, when they tell you, excuse me, lied, my dear, go home, because there's really nothing they can do. They can't push beyond their limits, okay? Like, the powers are beyond their control. This one pained me, he pained me when I first came. I was like, no, wow, so I can't beg this. No, you can't. It doesn't work like that here, okay? So it was like a take it or you leave it kind of situation. Really painful, but hey, the seventh shock I had is that people old enough to be your grandparents would prefer you call them by their names. Yes, it was very surprising. Even your professors at school, your deans, your teachers, they rather you call them by their names. I was like, but why though? Like, where we come from, it doesn't work like that. They're like, I don't know, but call me by my name. They prefer it when you call them by their names, especially in class. Like, I feel it's too heavy in my mouth to refer to my professor by his name. But my other classmates do it. They're like, hello this, hello that. And you don't try it where I'm from.
A fairly weary.
You want to see crazy.
You don't want to be unfortunate in Nigeria. You dare not call a professor by his name or a doctor of philosophy. Refer to him by his name. He will remind you that he went to hell and back for that degree. The eighth one is that you have to make appointments for every single thing in Germany. Yes, you have to. You want to go see a doctor, of course, you have to book an appointment. You want to go make your hair, you have to book an appointment. Spa, whatever, nails, whatever, every single thing, you need an appointment to go to every single place in Germany. Even to see your friends, your family friends, you don't just barge into someone's house. You know how we do back home. You want to see someone, you don't even call them to know if they're home. You just carry, or even if you call them to know if they're home, you're not sure if they want to see you. You just carry your bags to their place. You don't do that here in Germany. You must call and be sure that they are available to see you before you go. It gets so bad that sometimes you want to discuss something with someone, or maybe like an acquaintance or something, or even a friend. They could be having their quiet time, or they are just having a busy day, and then you don't just call them. You're like, can I call you at this time, or what time would you be free? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. It's that serious. Like, you make appointments for every single thing. Trust me, it's very annoying, but we're here. When you get to Germany, behave like the Germans. The ninth one is that letter writing is still a very valid form of communication in Germany. Yes, there are emails, no doubt. There's email, there's fax and all of that. But letter writing still remains the primary source of communication in Germany. You'll be surprised to see that something that can be sent via email, they want you to just send the paper. They want hard copy. I don't know. That's how we found things out here, and it's the status quo. So I actually find it cool, to be honest. Like, I find it interesting, because growing up back home, we thought that a form of communication was letter writing, or rather it's letter writing, but I really never got the chance to write and send letters in Nigeria. But here in Germany, it's an actual thing. The 10th one for me, even though I heard about this before I came to Germany, but I found it difficult to believe. When you invite friends out for dinner, lunch, whatever, brunch, coffee, tea, whatever, everybody gets to pay for themselves. Like, you would go to a restaurant to eat, and when you guys are done, the waiter is like, zahlen Sie zusammen oder getrennt? And that means, are you paying differently or are you paying together? Or when it first happened, I was like, I had the money, no doubt. I was like, I did not know it was this serious. I thought it was a joke, you know. So ever since then, I always make sure to have money in my purse when I'm going out with people, you know, whether or not they'll be like Nigerian community. Most times they pay. You understand? Like when someone invites you out, they pay. But generally, just hold your money in case. Since then, I was like, if I don't have the money to go out, if someone invites me out for brunch, dinner, whatever, if I don't have the money, I respect myself and I sit at home. I don't like embarrassment. So these are so far the 10 experiences that shook me when I came to Germany. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? That's the only way I can stay visible. If you liked this video, please be kind enough to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, let me know what kind of videos you'd subsequently love me to make in the future. Okie dokie, so till later. Ciao!